What's happening, guys? It's Mike's Soul Dragon channel. Finally got around to getting down to my local comic book shop to pick up everything I had. So I know I'm super late about getting a video out about my new books, but it's been kind of busy and I wasn't able to make it, but nevertheless, here we are. So we'll go ahead and get this rundown started. Out of Alcatraz number 5 by Christopher Cantwell. This was a very fun, like a 5-issue miniseries. Very, kind of felt like an old 60s or 70s crime movie, which involves 3 escaped convicts from Alcatraz, and they are on the run and also being hunted by the FBI. So if you like crime or that kind of old school Hollywood feel, this is the book for you. Ultimates by Dennis Camp. This is a regular pickup for me. It's my favorite out of the Ultimates line. Well, I'm not going to say it's my favorite. Maybe it's tied with Black Panther, so it's a two-way tie, but it's definitely up there. Ultimate Spider-Man. This has kind of dropped for me a little bit. It's not grabbing me as much as it initially did. Apparently it's ending, or I know all the Ultimate Universe is ending with issue 24 because of the Maker coming back, but apparently Hickman is leaving as well, so we'll see how that plays out and what they do with the book after that. Gotham City Sirens by Leah Williams. This has been a very fun miniseries. These 3 characters here have a lot of history together. They were in the previous Gotham City Sirens book that was by Paul Dini, I believe, and Ty Templeton. I can't remember who was on the art for that. But, you know, these 3, mostly people know them from the Batman animated series, but they work together. Gianna, I think that's how it's pronounced. Naked Aggression by Patrick Kindlon. This was, I really enjoyed issue 1 of it. It reminded me of a lot of the old 80s crime movies by Cannon. Not really crime, but I guess you would call it action. And it's basically a, I believe the genre is called Girl with a Gun. So it's like a revenge style movie. I would compare it, I have compared it to Kill Bill meets Charles Bronson. You know, that type of gritty, grimy, over-the-top violence. So if you like violence, or if you like a woman's revenge type story, this is the book for you. Issue 1 was very fast-paced. The whole issue was basically a chase scene. So I expect it to slow down a little bit here with issue 2, but still, nevertheless, a very strong read. Then DuckTales number 5 here. Of course, if you're someone who loved the Disney Afternoon cartoons of the 90s or DuckTales in general, this is the book for you. This is, now I always say this as a caveat, this DuckTales is based on the Disney Afternoon DuckTales, not the one that just wrapped up like 2 years ago that had David Tennant as Scrooge. So this is based off the original DuckTales, not to be confused with the new one, but still good. Speed Racer number 1 from David Pepose. I've started noticing his name a whole lot more. He's also writing the Captain Planet book and the Space Ghost book that Dynamite are doing. So based on his work on those 2 books, that's what drew me into Speed Racer. Terminator number 9 by Declan Shelvey. This is another strong book from Dynamite that I enjoy. I think this is about to wrap up volume 1. I believe they'll be doing a volume 2 at the end of the summer. Thundercats Lost by Ed Brisson. This is another book from Dynamite. Dynamite's really hit their stride with all these nostalgia, cartoon-based and movie-based books. And Thundercats Lost is a part of that. Not sure who this guy's name is. We're 4 issues in, and I'm still kind of having problems figuring out who is who. You know, that's not a particularly good thing, but so many of these characters in this Thundercats Lost book are new. That's kind of hard to keep track, but I'm sure it'll come in time. And then last but not least, we have the Space Ghost and Johnny Quest part part 3 of this mini-series by Joe Casey. And I enjoyed the Johnny Quest book by Dynamite, and I enjoyed the Space Ghost book by Dynamite. So I fully expect that I'll like this one. So it is a very short week this week, or a very small week, I should say, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books. A slightly small week, which gives me a really great excuse to get ahead in my reading because I don't have so much to do. So I'm going to wrap this video up, and hopefully you guys got down to your shop, picked your stuff up. As always, I know, like I say this every week, support your local comic book shop. These guys aren't doing it for money. They're doing it because they love the books and they love running the comic shop. So every little bit of business helps. But until next time, you guys take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.